We're here with former world champion and A-list trainer Eddie Mustafa Muhammad, who is here with his fighter Arash Usmanee, who is going to be headlining ESPN Friday nights here at the Turning Stone Casino and getting his first crack at a world title, the IBF super featherweight title against Arash Mendez. You were in this position once before. What is it like for a fighter going into his first world title fight?
Well, all you have to do is put your work in the gymnasium. Whatever you put into boxing, you'll be able to take out. And he's put in more. So it's going to be a great fight, but at the end of the day, we're going to come out a winner.
Now, I know at first when you started working with Arash, you guys were preparing for Art Hovhannisyan, and now you're preparing for Arash Mendez, two kind of drastically different fighters. Did you change anything in camp as a result of that?
Well, yeah, I didn't change the style. I added on. I would never change anyone's style. You add on. Whatever they bring me, I take them to another level with that same skill set.
When you started working with Arash, what did you see in him? What did Arash bring to you that you could work with?
Well, first and foremost, he brings that heart and determination. So all I did was add a head movement and a simple jab and balance, and it works out perfect.
What do you guys have to be concerned with when it comes to Mendez in there on Friday night?
Well, you know, I've been knowing Mendez, you know, for a couple of years now. I watched him spar a great many rounds, and I just think at the end of the day, we'll outgut him. You know, this is who really wants it the most, and I think that during Arash's background, he's going to want it the most. And like I said, not taking none away from Henny, that's what we call him, Henny. I know him 100 years, but you know, listen, I know what I have in my fighter. You know what I'm saying? And there's not too many guys that have that heart and determination, you know, like Arash has. You know, everybody in the gym, you know, when Arash is actual sparring, they stop what they're doing. Even Floyd Mayweather stop and watch him spar. So, I mean, it's a tribute to what he's brought to the game.
I was going to ask about that. How special is that environment at the Mayweather Boxing Club? Because it seems like the type of sparring there, you only heard about stuff like that in Philly and in the Kronk, the hard sparring. Is it kind of reminiscent of those gyms?
It's not only reminiscent, I take it to another level. It's even more, because you have some of the greatest fighters of our era come to the gym just to get that top-notch sparring. We call it the dog pound. And I train about 7 guys on a money team. And, you know, we put that work in, you know what I'm saying? So I make sure that they're 100% in tip-top shape mentally as far as physically. So I just put it together, and we have a great time.
Would you say then, because you've brought all kinds of different fighters and you train all kinds of different fighters, of all the types of guys that could be brought to you or types of guys that you could work with, would you most prefer a guy like Arash who you know mentally is not going to break in a fight?
Well, I mean, it helps. Don't get me wrong, it helps. I know what he brings to the table, that never say never die. And I've had him in there with guys that are weighing 147 pounds in the gym, and he outguts them. You know, I mean, we go like 6, 7 rounds, 5 minutes a round with 4, 5, 6 seconds rest. And this is what we do to get that cardio up, you know, to get that energy going. Then I take them to Mount Charleston early in the morning where, you know, we run 5 miles straight up at the top of the mountain. It's 8,000 square feet straight up. So, I mean, like I said, the only way, and I'm just being truthful, the only way our genius is going to beat us is if he grow another arm, and it ain't going to happen.
Listen, I like the method with the running and whatnot, because there's a lot of trainers now moving towards kind of minimal, like just doing sprints and whatnot. You still believe in the old school, put your road work in, and that's how you build your cardio.
That is correct. I mean, old-fashioned. I'm going to remain old-fashioned because it's got me a lot of success. You know, I have world champions as we speak. You know, I got guys getting ready to fight for world champions. So, I mean, listen, in this situation here, we're not going to fight for world championship. We come to win the championship. I mean, anybody can fight for it. No, we don't fight for it. We come to win it.
Looking forward to hopefully seeing you bring that home to Canada, where we're from as well. We're looking forward to the fight on Friday.
I love Canada.